Hello traders, this is another one of those videos that I'm hesitant about making because it's going to reveal so much edge, but I love you guys, so let's get into it. So today's video is going to be on options arbitrage, more specifically binary options arbitrage. This shadow is like really, it's an interesting lighting source I have right now. So the way that this is going to work, I'm going to show you guys three different platforms, and this is live.hxro, which I've covered in the past, Bitness, which is a platform you can use for binary options, and also Pancakeswap with BNB. So first of all, I think that this is probably the safest / best way to trade these kinds of contracts, where we don't really care if price falls or rises, but what we care about is the difference in payouts between different exchanges. Let me explain. So if we go to live.hxro and we look at the 5-minute for BNB, this is basically betting on whether BNB will rise or fall within a 5-minute period. You can see some of those payouts here. Unfortunately, none of them are over 2.0, meaning that the payouts really aren't that great. So, you know, not really anything great here, but that's how this works. Now, Bitness, I think is probably maybe a little bit better than HXRO, or at least a little bit more fair. The payouts are quite good. You can see that the fee is here, which means that the payout is, I think, like 93%. But if you enter into a position right away, then the fee is like 0.5%. So the fee is really, really low. And basically, the reason why I'm looking at those two is those can act as a hedge against this. Now, what I've noticed in the way past, I've played around with this a little bit, but look at this. So Pancakeswap actually shows you the exact payouts that will occur before the thing even begins. So what that means is, if you're looking at this contract right here, where the payout is 3.26 for down and 1.44 for up, you would have seen this even before this opened, and you could have entered and gotten like a 3x payout had this hit, which it did not. So that is one thing. But let's say you're thinking, okay, so how can I really just make money or do well regardless of what happens? Well, here's what you can do. If you see this and you see that the payout's quite good, what you could do is, let's say you put 0.1 BNB on this, which is about $33. After you put about $33 onto this payout for down, if you win, you get paid about 3x, which would mean you would walk home with about $99 or about $100. Now, how do we hedge that? So what you would also do is you would go to Bitness or you go to HXRO, and you would also put a $33 bet on BNB rising in order to hedge against this one falling. So let's back up and let me just kind of explain what that means. Because the payout's so good here, let's say that we put $33 on Bitness, BNB 5-minute for it to rise. Great, makes sense. And then we also put 0.1 BNB, which is $33 worth of BNB, onto Pancakeswap for down. Now, if price does go down, then your payout will be, your excess profit, by my math, I think is around $33. Because you put in 33 here, you put in 33 on the other, and then in total you walk away with 99, making 33. Great. Now, what's the other scenario? Let's say price rises, you know? So if price rises, oops, did not want that. Well, did my guy go away? No, my guy's still here. Now, if price rises, of course, you wouldn't make the 3x that's here. What instead would happen is, let's say that the payout on the other exchange was 0.95 or 95%. Well, then you would only lose a little bit of money, because what would end up happening is you would win 1.95 times 33 on that other exchange, and you would lose it on this one. So your loss would only be like a few dollars. So basically, what I just told you, if that trail of logic didn't make sense, is basically either you lose like $2 or $3 or you make like 33, which is an insane risk reward. And that's why we do arbitrage. And that's why we do arbitrage in this manner specifically. Another way you can do this, I don't want to talk too much about this, but another way that you can do this is, if you think that, let's say on the 1 minute, that the payouts are getting, oh, these payouts are getting really crazy, like Ethereum. We have a lot of people that are betting on, price going down. So you can see that the payout for price going up is quite good. We don't know what this would have been, but the way that we would have arbitraged this is, let's say that I put $10 on price going up. I could have done that, and then I could have hedged that with going to Ethereum on this guy right here. and I could have put $10 on price going down, and that would have acted as a hedge, because Bitness allows you to do 1 minute and 5 minute. So that is really how this arbitrage works. Now that I've explained it, for those who might not still understand it, let me show you. Let me demonstrate. Payouts aren't really that good here, so we're gonna go back to the 5 minute BNB because that's the most hedgeable. Okay, so what we can see here, all right, let's go see what's going on here. There are currently 3 minutes left on this contract, and the payouts for the down are pretty good. So what's probably going to end up happening, guys, is I'm probably going to enter like 0.1 BNB down just to show you guys, but not yet because I want to see more bets that are being made. Now, after I do that 0.1 down, I'm also going to hedge that using Bitness or hedge that using HXRO. Both are in Tether. As you can see here, we have 100 Tether on both exchanges. And the fee's probably not going to be that bad for the payout if we win. So 0.1 BNB, 0.1 BNB is about $33. So that is going to be the hedge, 33.5. Actually, let's do half, 0.05 BNB, which is going to be 33.5 divided by 2. Which is almost $17, so that's going to be a $17 bet. Perfect. So 17 here and 0.05 on this one. Whoa, the odds changed. Did you guys see that? Yeah, so it looks like the payout for up is actually really good now. So this is interesting because basically what's going to happen, guys, again, for those who still want to follow along, the payouts for the up is getting very, very high to like 6x. So in the last 30 seconds, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to enter up if it's like still that good of a payout, and I'm just going to hedge that with a down on on this one or on HXRO. I think I'd rather actually do HXRO on this one, so let's do that. Yeah, which would be 17. Sweet. This would be 17 for betting BNB down. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Let's go see what's going on in this. Okay, so the odds changed a little bit. Looks like some people are now betting up, which is unfortunate because it's making the payouts not as good for others who want to bet on up. But I'm just going to keep observing these payouts. Oh, payout for up is still pretty good. So I think I'm going to be pulling the trigger soon. To do that, let's first put this guy in. Yeah, put this guy in 17. Yeah. Okay, 17, cool. And then I'm going to enter up with 0.05. Confirm. Come on, buddy. And now it's confirming. So the only issue, I've done this before, but the only issue that I have with this, guys, is that, come on, did you confirm, buddy? The only issue I have with this is the time difference. Sometimes, like, one might be, like, 10 or 20 seconds ahead of the other, which is scary. But, yeah, it'll say that, but it's still going to go through, believe me. Yeah, see. All right, so that one confirmed. Look at that. So we did it, guys. Yay. So basically, let's rewind what just happened. There is a 3.79x payout if price goes up. And then I also bet on the 5 minutes, not Bitness, but I bet on price going down on these 5 minutes. So we get a 1.95x payout, guys, if price goes down. But if price goes up, we get a, where is it? What was the final payout? 2.32. I was like really excited that it was gonna be a lot higher than that, but it's not. We get a 2.32 payout if price goes up and a 1.95 payout if price goes down. That is arbitrage. Basically what happens is either way, I'm either gonna lose maybe like a few dollars or make a lot more than a few dollars. Another thing you have to think about is blockchain fees or BNB fees, because that is something that should not be neglected, of course. But I think that if you do this arbitrage well enough, I think that you're going to be making money regardless. Now, of course, I would prefer if price goes up because the payout here for price going up in 5 minutes is 2.32, whereas the payout for price going down on the other is 1.95. So we want price to rise, of course. Looks like price already is rising a bit. So I hope that this makes sense, guys. All I'm doing, it's really not that complicated. All I'm doing is I am arbitraging two different binary options / turbo options, whatever you want to call them, moon-wrecked contracts, and I'm basically arbitraging the payout difference. This is something you really can't do, I'd say, in other asset classes, maybe like stocks or like commodities. But I think in crypto, it is definitely a lot easier. So, all right, I am going to stop this video and then resume it when the payout is done. The trader's back again, and it worked out. So price actually ended up going up, which was very good for us because the up paid 2.32x. So the excess profit that we made, I think, is around 0.2, 0.3 of our bet. So I'm going to show you guys what the final, P&L was. So let's go look at that. All right, so to do that, I'm going to click collect winnings, yada yada, confirm. Okay, cool. And then after that collects, the initial balance that I had of BNB, super simple, was 0.6492, and the initial balance that I had in USDT was 100. So now, as you can see, we have 83 because 100 minus 17. We have 83 tether, but now let's go see how much BNB I have. Okay, confirmed, cool. I think it will have updated. So now we have 0.7106 BNB. So 0.7106 minus 0.6492. So that's a profit of 0.0614 BNB. The current price of BNB is 335. So we made $20 on this, and we lost 17 on the other. So we made an excess profit of $3. And that's the arbitrage. Yay, $3, great. But, I'll take it. Of course, I am using two different assets, BNB and USDT, for these bets, which can make things a little bit muddy if you don't convert back. Like if you don't keep your USDT and BNB equal, then you're going to get an imbalance. And then maybe at one point you're just hoping BNB rises or something because you have all BNB. But I'm really happy that this one worked out really well. So that was just a $3 of arbitrage profit. If this makes sense to you guys, then I think you guys can all take advantage of this. Just know that because I'm releasing this video and releasing this much alpha, other people will probably try to swoop in and take advantage of it too. So you probably want to be first. And I do recommend using 3 different platforms, and probably just HXRO, Bitness, and Pancakeswap, because you need multiple dimensions to arbitrage, not just 2. And you can actually arbitrage between HXRO and Bitness pretty well. Only issue is that we don't know what the HXRO payout will be. But if the payouts get kind of insane, which they're not really getting insane now, or if you think that like just everyone and their mother is about to bet that BNB is going to rise on HXRO, then maybe on the 1 minute, then maybe you put down on HXRO, betting that the market falls, giving you a better payout, of course, and then you put up on Bitness for a low fee. So that is how you do it. I'm probably going to end the video here because I think at this point you guys understand the arbitrage, or at least you probably should. If not, then maybe it's just not for you. All right, so on the 1 minute of BTC, is there anything juicy here? Is there anything? I mean, I could try, but I don't know. I could try by doing something like, oh, I think that a lot of people are probably going to bet that the price is going to rise. So I could put 10 USDT on the price falling here, and then I could put 10 USDT on the price maybe rising here. But I don't really think that seems like a great idea. Yeah, but that is arbitrage across these 3 different platforms. I think that the best way to do this is probably just to use Pancakeswap in conjunction with Bitness, or Pancakeswap in conjunction with HXRO. And if you do this enough, I think that you can print some very nice arbitrage profit, especially when the payouts get very, very insane, like these payouts right here. That's going to do it for the video. I hope that this was helpful, and happy arbitraging.